All right, guys, we're back. The other boys left. He's spending the night, but I is this spoiler? We're going to spoiler territory.
I don't know if we should. The movie came out like.
I mean, like, I think we have to.
We'll just warn everybody now.
Yeah, spoilers. But let's just get the elephant out of the room, the cat out of the bag. Toby and Andrew are in it. They're in it, and they did great.
The werewolf.
He is the werewolf. I cried twice. One seeing Toby, another for another particular reason, but
the beginning of the movie was really good. Like, there was a lot of good stuff in the beginning. I don't know, like little montages, like when they were like when Peter was like everybody knew and like the media were following him, and they moved into Happy's place. That was all great.
And seeing the what was it called? The one that Tony had in like
the robot.
Yeah,
that was good.
That was great.
Obviously they went to Doctor Strange, asked for help, and then that's when shit happened. That's when
I think when we saw like Andrew from a distance and then he just walks in.
Well, let's talk about it. Well, so they went to ask help. Like in the trailer, Peter fucked up this. Peter screwed up the spell. And so obviously messed with universes and multiverse, and so they all started coming through. First, we got to see the villains. First, we got to see Doc Ock on the bridge.
Great scene, by the way.
And then Green Goblin came out. So what they were doing is just like capturing them all up, and they were like trying to find them. And then Electro, I think. And then at some point, the Lizard. And it was just really good. And then I'm trying to think. And then
there's so many things that happened. It's like hard to comprehend.
So once they had them all locked up like in cells, they Peter fought Doctor Strange because Doctor Strange was trying to send them all back.
That was really
amazing. Good. That was visually good when they were fighting and like they went into the mirror dimension. Peter eventually won. Because he didn't want to kill them because his Aunt May told him to try and save them and like fix them and make them good. Yeah. So that's what they tried to do. It failed horribly. Me and Peter Joe said it. It's like this guy's such an idiot.
So dumb. Why would you bring out like the 5 most like
dangerous
villains of all time?
Yeah, and so it failed. They all escaped and Aunt May dies.
Yeah,
it was
that almost got me. That was
the acting in that was so
amazing.
It was
by Tom Holland.
so devastating though.
That was like Oscar worthy.
Yeah,
the way
from both of them.
The way I know, like that was great.
Yeah, it was so sad.
I was so good.
So sad.
I was so good. I knew once he threw the pumpkin bomb, she's gone.
You were even like, how did she survive that?
Yeah, I was like, no way. This is no way.
Yeah,
it's in the title of the movie.
Miss Aunt May. Aunt May gave the speech.
Great power comes great responsibility. I wanted it to be Toby,
but
it was good.
It was good.
It was very good. Very good.
And then she died. I feel like it's
because that's the whole part of Spider-Man. You lose someone you love, you get the speech.
Yeah, that's a fate.
And then he wanted to go out and kill Green Goblin, but we'll get later.
But so she dies, and then May and MJ, they're
May and Ned and MJ.
Yeah, sorry,
Ned. It's late, guys. It's really late.
Ned and MJ try and find Peter. So, and by this point, Ned is a full-blown wizard.
It sounds like a train wreck, but it's not. It makes sense. Just watch.
Ned is a wizard because when Peter beat Doctor Strange, he took his like ring thing, the one that he uses to create portals. Yeah. He took it from him, gave it to Ned, and Ned put it on, and he actually started, like he actually somehow used it, and he said something like "find Peter" or something like that. But it wasn't and as soon as he just said like,
as soon as he said "find Peter" and I saw the spark of the portal, I was like, we're in.
And we first got Andrew. We got
Andrew.
It was a great scene.
Me and him, we screamed. I remember I looked at you and I was just like, we were like jumping up and down.
We looked at each other and then
we were like little kids about to sit on Santa's lap.
And then we all screamed out the werewolf.
We were like, it's the werewolf. The theater was just roaring.
Yeah. Then we got him. And then they were talking, and then they had this really funny scene. That
was hilarious.
Andrew was great.
Andrew's amazing.
Andrew was great in this movie.
That made me love Andrew so much more.
That made me
he's great.
Yeah.
He's really talented.
My childhood Spider-Man.
And then we get to mine.
Yeah. Then we get to yours, and then okay, let me just say so they had the funny scene after Andrew came out of the portal, and then. So they try it again. Ned tries to find his Peter, but he doesn't say which one. So the next one is Toby.
So I'll get on this.
Yeah, you can see. I'm gonna text.
I know it sounds stupid, guys, but you have no idea how much the first 3 movies mean to me. It's just such a big part of my look at around my room. Like, I love this character, and Toby's my favorite Spider-Man. I grew up with that. And seeing him back in such a great way, I cried. Multiple times. My fucking nose was twitching. I was like a rabbit. It was phenomenal. Just seeing him again was... I can't even describe how much I loved it, Chad. But can you hold the phone for the rest of the review, Chad? My arm's getting tired. All right.
Yeah, it was great. It was crazy how it happened.
Yeah.
He came out...
And then he comes out with no suit, and they're like, you got some... What did he say? He's like, that's a normal guy. And then he shot the web. Like, so good.
It was great. Everybody, the whole theater was just roaring.
Yeah.
They also had funny...
I think one guy in the back shouted pizza time. Very vaguely, I heard someone say pizza time when he went...
You said pizza time, too.
I said pizza time, too.
So, they got the Peters, and then... Because before that, one of the scenes back when they were in the apartment, remember? Back when all the villains were about to turn evil, Peter was, like, sensing something.
Yeah.
And I think
I thought that was...
when they were going to reveal them, but they were just connected. So then, because Toby said when he came out of the portal, like, oh, I was here to help.
Yeah, he had, like, a sense.
He had a sense that he had to help, like, one of him or something like that.
And just, like, side note, everyone, like, it seemed like they didn't age a bit.
Toby looked a little older, but
Toby
Andrew,
looked a little old. You could see some wrinkles, but Andrew, Willem Dafoe...
Willem Dafoe looked...
what's his name? Alfred Molina? Doc Ock?
They both look like they didn't age at all.
I mean, Jamie Foxx is Jamie Foxx. He doesn't age, but, I mean, wow.
Honestly, Toby aged the most out of all of them, which is surprising.
Yeah.
They're older than him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Toby's older than Andrew, but...
Yeah, but, like, I mean, like, he's, like,
Toby still look great, though.
I know.
He still look great.
But Willem Dafoe and Alfred Molina are older than him, but they look exactly
they look no different.
They look no different.
Same with... I feel like Sandman, there was a lot of CGI to make him look younger.
I don't know why they didn't show them, like, him, or, like...
Well, they showed him at the end.
Yeah, but I don't know why they didn't show him before.
Yeah.
That was kind of weird, but... But yeah,
I'm
trying to think where it was. I lost my train of thought. We were like
Toby coming in.
Yeah. So he just had a sense that he had to help them. So MJ and Ned went to go find their actual Peter, and they found him, and then that's when they finally all meet each other for the first time. Checking you holding. Now my arm's already getting tired.
Huh?
My arm's already getting tired.
Right. Yeah, that's when they meet each other.
That's when they all meet each other.
And
it was great. They gave him pep talks, right?
They gave him the pep talk about Uncle Ben. When Toby mentioned Uncle Ben, I did cry, but I don't count it as a cry because it was like a tear.
Yeah.
You know?
And they were talking about Uncle Ben and how they all got the
And
same
then when
speech.
Andrew mentioned Gwen, I was like...
And they all mentioned the same speech, like how they each got the speech after they died.
Mm-hmm. So, is Tom Holland's Uncle Ben, like, nothing to him?
What do you mean?
Because...
No, he mentioned it too. When they were talking about the speech, he was like, yeah, my Uncle Ben also said it when he died.
No, Tom Holland. He didn't mention Uncle Ben once.
Oh, yeah, because for him, Uncle Ben doesn't exist.
You really think there's no Uncle Ben?
No.
Because Okay,
no.
we'll talk about it.
You know what
I
think? I think his aunt has always been single. She's always been single. I don't think she ever got with, like, an Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
That's why she's the Uncle Ben, but, like...
As a woman. All right, well, yeah, they give them the speech... The number one thing I wanted is really just the 3 Spider-Man just putting their heads together, tackling the situation.
Which was what they did after.
They literally get in fucking lab coats, and they, like,
start
do
brainstorming.
this shit.
Because they're trying to help them. They're trying to figure out, like, cures for each one of the villains.
Yep.
So for, like, Lizard, a cure for... Like, Andrew figured out a cure for Lizard and Jamie Foxx. Toby figured out...
Jamie Foxx, not Electro. Just Jamie Foxx.
Toby's Peter figured out a cure for Willem Dafoe,
Mhm.
and Tom helped out with like.
And again, guys, throughout this, so many laughs.
Yeah.
This movie's hilarious.
Yeah.
Easily,
Andrew,
I think one of the funniest.
I think Andrew was the funniest out of all of them by far.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Andrew had great comedic timing.
Yeah.
Very funny. Very funny.
And so they were all brainstorming. They finally figured it out, and so then Tom Holland's Peter. They had a funny scene before it where like Ned was like Peter,
Peter, and then they all look.
They're all looking. He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then like Parker. It's like, yeah, we're all Parker.
Yeah.
That was funny. And then so they finally got all the cures, and then they
suit up.
They suit up
on top of the Statue of Liberty, like
with the Captain America shield. And then Tom Holland, he calls the Daily Bugle to like send a message to all the villains to come find him, and then they all come, they all fight.
Mm-hmm.
They had a funny scene with Tom and Andrew.
Yeah,
I mean Andrew and
Toby.
Toby.
If you obviously, I mean, who doesn't know my back meme? They reference that, and they reference I'm something of a scientist with myself, which, excuse me, blew my mind.
With Willem Dafoe.
I had no, because that's kind of like a newer meme,
mm-hmm.
and I had no idea like they would have done that. So that was like. I clapped on that.
And then they also had a meme with Andrew, how he's because like Andrew was like, they did a meme in 2 because he was saying like, oh, I'm lame because like everybody talks about how he's the worst Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm lame. I'm not like you guys. And then Toby was like, no, you're amazing. You're amazing.
Yeah, it was perfect. It was perfect.
I was just waiting for him to say you're the amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I wish he would have said that. But
I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
They all suit up. They have this the most badass entrance.
Not that yet.
Okay,
We're not there yet. Okay, but they're all fighting. They don't have chemistry. And so they're losing the fight against all these villains, and then finally they regroup, and then they talk about the Avengers, and they don't obviously. Yeah. But and then they finally get together, and that's when they
work
have
as a team.
And then
but they go down. They're like whoa, like they do the woohoo. They swing up, and they all get in a stance together, and that was like the coolest shot I have ever seen in my. That was the most like coolest shit I have ever seen in my life. And then you see the kick that was leaked with the lizard. That was Andrew Garfield. We knew it. He's the werewolf.
Before we begin, they had a funny scene back when they were all in the apartment about how Toby is going to go out there and fight them like a pastor or something.
Yeah, that was
But anyways, that's before. But yeah, no, they had it really cool. And then
I might run out of storage, so we kind of have to.
But anyways, they cure them all.
Yeah.
They teased us about Toby dying.
But he didn't. Because he's gotten stabbed harder before.
Yeah, he got stabbed by Willem Dafoe, but he's alive. They cure them all. Also, Andrew saves MJ. That was a really good scene.
That was,
that almost got me too.
We were joking like, oh, dude, what if I hope MJ died. That was good.
Yeah,
that was
good.
very.
The way they pulled it off was good.
Yeah, and then he starts to cry thinking about it, like I did it. That was very good. That was very good.
I wish, you know what I wish he would have said? I wish he would have said, I got you, MJ.
Yeah.
That would have been cool, but yeah.
He should have said, like, I don't know, but fantastic movie. At the very end, Doctor Strange, the multiverse starts breaking. We see many familiar faces.
One of the biggest things.
What?
Venom.
We're not there yet. Okay.
No, Venom and then Doctor Strange.
No. I'm talking about when Doctor Strange closes the portal.
Oh, you're talking about that.
Yeah. So, in the trailers where everyone he tries to cast a spell where everyone will forget that he's Spider-Man.
Yeah. You were forgetting. Yeah. I'm so stupid. So everybody forgets.
Everyone forgets. Literally everybody. Yeah. Toby and Andrew go back to their universes. They all have that one group hug. That almost got me too.
Yeah.
That got me too. Low battery shit. They all had that group hug. They all go back to the universes. No one important dies, which I was like, all right. So Toby's still kicking ass in this dimension. But MJ, Ned, Doctor Strange, everyone forgets. Aunt May's dead. Happy forgets. So Peter is literally alone.
He gets his own little apartment.
He gets his own apartment. He makes his own suit, which is the most comic accurate suit.
It used to be Andrew, but now Andrew's second. Tom has.
It's so good. It's so good.
And he made it himself. It's like they're retconning everything that they didn't do, at comic book accurate.
Yeah.
So now he's probably gonna go find the real MJ because he didn't try and get back with him.
Yeah.
They tease a lot of stuff in this movie too. Hobgoblin. Miles
Morales, big time.
And then so after
I don't think Miles will come in in another 5 years though.
Maybe in like 2. I don't think in 5. That's way too long.
Because I feel like they'll do Spider-Man 4 with Venom, maybe post-credit scene Miles.
Yeah.
Then in the
But
next
anyway,
one,
so that all happens, and then it's over, and then obviously the credit scene, Venom.
Yeah.
So what happens is like they're having this funny conversation, but so Venom, because like they all go back to their universes, and so that, but that's weird because they said that everybody who knows Peter Parker is coming in, but
Well, he saw him on the news and Let There Be Carnage.
yeah, but that was as soon as he came in. I don't know, it's weird, but anyways,
We'll still have to think about it, but
he
he gets sent back to his universe, Eddie Brock, along with Venom.
but he leaves a
But
piece.
he leaves a piece of the symbiote.
He leaves a piece of the symbiote, which is setting
And it
up,
cuts to black, and then the final post-credit, like end credit scene,
is like a
trailer for Doctor Strange in
Yeah.
the Multiverse of Madness.
And what if evil Doctor Strange is
Yep,
in it? Yeah.
this is gonna be the villain.
Wanda is in it.
Wanda's in it. Oh man,
Yeah.
so good, guys.
Such a
Go
good
out and
movie.
watch it. Go out and watch it.
I know we
Um,
probably just spoiled it for you.
Yeah,
We should have said
I
that.
mean, you're probably watching this if you have watched it.
Hopefully.
So, dude, it's like, what time is it?
It's
It's 1 a.m. I look like shit. My girlfriend's probably watching this.
your girlfriend knows you.
Yeah, she knows my channel. But yeah, guys, fantastic. 10 out of 10. If I could go 20 out of 10, it's just perfect. I
12
love
out of
it.
10.
I love it. Go out and see it.
Best Spider-Man movie, best
Best-
MCU movie, best superhero movie
Best
of all
movie.
time.
Best movie of all time. That was so good. So yeah, guys. See you in the next one. Any other things you want to add?
Nothing. Anyways, see ya.
All right, see ya.